Now we're gonna move over to some Agent Carter, Agent Shield renewal stuff. What did you think of the renewal? Because you and I were both worried about Agent Carter after a really great first season.
Yeah.
It wasn't looking good.
Yeah, I was very excited about that announcement. It was very sudden. The only reason that I knew about it in the first place is because I follow Haley Atwell on Twitter, and she was just this constant outpouring of thank you, thank you, thank you, posting all these pictures of fan art and stuff, and just there's this explosion of love in the Agent Carter fan community that sort of mushroomed out and took me along with it. So I was very excited, and I think it's great that this is something that they're investing in, that we're going to see more of this. And interesting too that they're going to be switching up the location for it as well. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did. LA.
Yeah.
So maybe I could even catch Haley Atwell just walking the streets and be like, "Hey, you're filming the thing." Oh my! I wouldn't be able to speak. Yeah, I'd just be like, "Pretty."
Hi.
Yeah, I'd be a mess. Yeah, you're great. I love you. Wait, no, damn it. I do, but damn it, No, I like that though, because I mean, New York's cool, but we all know LA's is kind of cool beans too. I'm interested to see how if there's gonna be a time jump. Also, I mean, I don't think it should be too big. I like the time period it's in. We don't need to see like 50s or 60s yet. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I'd also like to see her go more global too. Like, I want to see like an Indiana Jones type vibe with Haley Atwell. Like, oh, that'd be so cool. I do like that the character of Dottie, or her fake name Dottie, is like this recurring villain, I assume, because she's she's basically just Black Widow but evil. Or she is a Black Widow. They just haven't really said it in the show, but they said that's the program she went through. I mean, I have no idea what they could do. I assume more Hydra stuff or Leviathan stuff, because they didn't really defeat them. They just kind of fought a guy and an evil Black Widow. I mean, I'm not complaining entirely. It's just like kind of wish Leviathan had been bigger. So maybe we'll see more of it.
Yeah, I think that's quite possible. And I read this the story earlier, the one that was talking about the fact that they're moving to LA. So kind of the tentative synopsis that they have for the beginning of this, the new season is this. So dedicated to the fight against new atomic age threats in the wake of World War II, Peggy must now journey from New York City to Los Angeles for her most dangerous assignment yet. But even as she discovers new friends, a new home, and perhaps even a new love, she's about to find out that the bright lights of the post-war Hollywood mask a more sinister threat to everyone she is sworn to protect. So that's a little taste, I suppose. I'm still just ambiguous enough. I just hope Jarvis is in it, honestly.
Yeah, me too. If Jarvis isn't in it, like, what are you even doing, like, with their lives?
No, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, it would be unacceptable. You cannot do that.
He is definitely one of my favorite aspects of the first season. Just so well acted and goofy and fun. He's kind of the Kyle MacLachlan of Agent Carter, I think.
Yeah.
It's certainly they're not exactly peas of a pod, but it's that same kind of character that's like they're just such a standout and so quirky and distinct that I think it would be a really big shame to miss out on him in this season. So hopefully he'll come along for the ride to LA. That would be pretty cool.
I'm guessing she's like flying solo now because the SSR, that's what she worked for, I believe. She's done. So I mean that's kind of cool. I love that classic you got to do one more job type thing. I love that. 24 did it like 8 times a season. So if they could do it, Agent Carter can do it.
Yep.
All right. Would you want to see any, or who do you want to guest star? And like, if you can get any period type actor, the time period.
Wow, that's a great question. I'm trying to see if I can pull from the movie hat in my brain, see who's in there. I assume that you probably have some names on your list.
Oh yeah,
which I would love to hear.
Number one. Kyle Chandler. is, I don't know if you've seen the Peter Jackson King Kong.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I
Oh.
love it. I don't care what anyone says. It's a little too long, but I don't care. It's epic. That's what it is. But Kyle Chandler fit in perfectly with that 1920s time period. It's like kind of blends over into the next 30 or 40 years. So yeah, bring him on, give him a big old mustache, give him some slick back hair, give him a cocky persona. Or just have him play his character from King Kong, you know?
Yes, you totally could. I'd completely forgotten about him. And then when you bring that up, it's like, yeah, duh. Of course. He needs to be here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My other one that will never, ever, ever happen is Sean Connery, because he's retired, but he'd be the best. Like, just, again, like, he was in The Untouchables, and that's 1920s, so just bring that in the forefront of this.
That's a good idea.
No, he hates movies, because he's old and grumpy, and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen killed his career, so. Yeah.
Poor guy. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. I'm trying to. Oh, I had something in my head earlier. I mean, like, I'm thinking of a lot of film actors, you know, the kind that you've never even seen on TV, and so there's that part of you that's like, I don't want to hope, but
hey, TV's getting big.
It is. It's becoming pretty serious business. I mean, there's a lot that is happening in the silver screen world, and I think we all best start taking it seriously.
I agree.
People who don't can go away.
Yeah, forever. just leave.
Just
go
disappear.
Away.
No.
Be gone. Vanish. Leave.
You know, I was thinking, I think at some other point, I don't remember what show we were talking about, but we were talking about Leonardo DiCaprio for something, and he still is just like floating around in my mind. Was that Hannibal?
I think for Hannibal, and then I mentioned I always wanted him on Boardwalk Empire because Martin Scorsese produced it, and that would have been the best thing ever. But nobody listened to me on Twitter, so the hell, guys. But yeah, I'd like to see him on Agent Carter. You know.
Oh yeah.
I doubt that'll ever happen.
Oh yeah, just as Jay Gatsby.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be really fun. Just a little literary crossover. Why not? You know.
And then like they're old friends, and he'd be like, "Oh, hello, old sport," and then that's his line of dialogue through the whole show.
Yes.
Like between syllables.
I know that is a really great idea. I'm gonna write that story if it doesn't happen. You know, do a little Gatsby, Agent Carter. I could see it.
I can dig it. I can dig it. And then next up, the Mockingbird spinoff that we talked about a little bit that we were not too hot on is not gonna happen. Because first I thought it was because they were to kill off Bobby Morse in the finale, which we'll get to later. And that scared the shit out of me because I really like that character. But no, just they decided not to. I mean, they've producers have talked about it and said, "Oh, you know, it just wasn't in our best interest right now. We like these characters on this show." And yes, I mean that's what we were saying. But at the same time, it felt like they were pretty intent on doing it, and now it just kind of feels like something else happened.
Yeah, it really does make you wonder because I do find it believable that they would hold off in order to invest in the characters and their role on the show. But yeah, you're right. Like there seemed to be such a push behind it for them that it makes you wonder what's really going on behind the curtain, you know? I think at the end of the day, it is a wise choice. And I'm going to find peace with it, especially when the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts. And there's just a lot of ripe territory to explore in the show still. And I think it would be a real loss to just kind of divorce Mockingbird from all of that. But it does make you wonder. It gives you pause, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. There's always, especially with Marvel, who are like, everyone loves them, but at the same time, behind the scenes, they've been known to be kind of cutthroat. I mean, there's a reason why the movies are doing so well, and not a lot of directors like working with them a lot. A lot of their movies are one and done, and maybe their shows are like that too. I don't know. I mean, their shows seem like they get along better, but I don't know. Food for
Yeah.
thought. I'm glad they're staying on the show, though.
Yeah, totally. Because and over the course of watching the finale episodes, I was definitely thinking the same as you, that like we're gonna lose Hunter or Bobby by the end. They really made it seem that way, and they certainly pulled out a few stops that I didn't see coming. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see where they go see where they go now from what has happened. And yeah, I really hope that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. continues on for as long as possible, and that the ratings go up. People who stopped watching the show get in the program, because it's kind of a big deal now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, they've really planted their flag in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I still don't want to see Coulson in the movies. I love Agent Coulson, but I feel like his story there's done. But I want to see him in TV shows.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Totally.
And yeah, on that note, let's talk about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 2 finale.